And then last but not least is Sunday. This was a jam-packed weekend, by the way, because like I said, my birthday was Saturday. And an interesting thing about Jake and I combining families is that me and his younger sister have the same birthday. We're just a couple years apart, but it's the same day. And so we decided to do a family thing because both of us had birthdays. So we went to a place in Minnesota called Can Wonderland. It is a golf course, but also like an arcade area. And it had been years since I'd gone there. I think we'd gone when it first opened. And it was a very different place then. This time we went, they very much knew what they were at this point. Because at the time we went, there were a couple arcade machines that you could like play if you wanted to outside. And then the rest was the golf course. And there's also there's a cool beer wall thing that you could like buy stuff from it or whatever. Like with a little card, you put it in, you get how many ounces, and the ounces cost money. But they really revamped the place. Like the main where you sign in is like a pontoon for some reason. And you basically pay an entrance fee. So you pay an entrance fee and then all of the arcade games are free. And there were way more arcade games. And we didn't even go golfing. The wait for golfing was pretty long though. It was like an hour or something wait for golfing. And we were like, should we sign up? Should we not? And we're like, well, we're having fun just walking around. So we'll just walk around. So we skipped golf entirely. And we just walked around to all the arcade machines. And there were some fun ones, like one to test your strength, like hit the bullhorns. And yeah, there were a bunch. We got food. We eventually, what else did we do? There was a racing game where it was a literal tiny like mini car, and you had to steer the steering wheel, and it's so hard to explain. The track moved like side to side, but you had to physically move your car using the steering wheel to follow it, which I thought was super fun. There were a couple of things for really small kids, so like only children things, and we had a 1-year-old with us, so we put her in a couple of the tiny rides, I suppose. And afterwards, there's a brewery upstairs there, so we went up there and I think I got something like a cherry smoothie, like, thing. I got a really small one because I had drank a bunch of the beer wall. Like I mentioned, the beer wall, it was like 50 cents per ounce of like so many kinds of beer, and I think I tried a little bit of everything at one point, at least everything that was there, because some had like run out. So they didn't have them on tap. And some of them just didn't sound as good, because I'm more of a sours, sweet beer kind of person. Although I did try a couple stouts. I do also like stouts. And I kind of went wild since it was my birthday, so it's like mead and then a bunch of beer on like Sunday. So it was super rad. I'm not sure if I'd go back to Can though. I'm obviously, if I was invited, I don't think I'd make my own trip to go there, especially because the parking situation is kind of a pain in the butt. But it was definitely a great way to spend a birthday. 10 out of 10, would turn 32 again. I can't, but I would. And that's all for me for today. Bye! I don't remember. It was... Hi! Jake, what did y'all do at Can? Besides get wasted and play arcade games.
We had food.
Oh yeah, you had the banh mi hot dog and I had a Chicago hot dog, but I took off the pickle. Are you going to the bathroom?
No.
You shouldn't, because I'm recording.